Hare Krishna. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Gurve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Sadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. Anarpitam charim chirat karunyavatin kalo samarpitam unnato jarasam swabhakti shriyam Hari pura sundar duti kadamba sandipita sada hriday kandreshu surutavai sachinandana Yam pravajantamanupeta peta krityam Dvaipana viraha khaturajvaha Putreti tanmaytaya tarvo vinedhustam Sarvabhuta hidayam munimabhasmi He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Bhaktya Vihinaya Parada Lakshe Shiptasya Kamani Taranga Madhe Kripamayi Tam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Jaranarvindam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My Dandavat Pranams, obeisances to the divine lotus feet of my Guru Maharaj. Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Stotrachad Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And similarly, equally to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj and Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bhakti Goswami Maharaj. My million of obeisances to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and all his prominent associates, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, to Sachinandan Gaur Hari and all its associates, to Shri Radha, Madhav, and all their parikars, to all my respected seniors here, disciples of Srila Prabhupada and disciples of Srila Gurudev, to all my godbrothers or sisters, thank you so much for having me here. Especially special thanks my gratitude to Kalima Mataji and Mother Mataji here and Radhanath Prabhu for having this evening. And I asked them what topic should I speak on today. Yesterday we heard on Shri Jayadev Goswami and there were many more topics to speak on that. But because of finish it quickly. It's bothering me. Just put in and finish it. And focus on Harikatha.
Yes.
So our dear host, they asked me to speak on Srila Gurudev because his appearance day is going to come very soon, next Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So I won't be here, I'm in Hawaii. So Prabhuji won't Limba Mataji also wanted to start today itself. And this topic is endless topic to speak on.
Yes.
And we can go not just 1 week, a month, year, whole lifetime. And it's not going to end. There's so many sweet memories of Srila Gurudev, his interactions with his devotees, and his instructions, his insight of the Shastras. There are many perspectives to glorify Srila Gurudev. There is not just one or two. There are so many. I'm going to reflect on one of the beautiful pastime happened. It was in Delhi, and it was appearance day of my Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And Srila Gurudev was manifesting some sickness, and me and my godmother Mother Petu, along with some other sevakas of Srila Gurudev, we were also staying in the same house, was looking after him. And it was my Guru Maharaj appearance day. A very inspiring story. So me and my godbrother, we were discussing what we're supposed to do. Shall we go to Vrindavan in our Guru Maharaj temple to observe this tithi? Or we should stay here and serve our Shiksha Gurudev, from whom we are receiving so much? What should be our duty? So while on the discussion, we came to the conclusion, from the Shastra perspective, there is no difference between Diksha and Shiksha Guru. In the absence of Diksha Guru, as we hearing since yesterday, all our acharyas said, if Diksha Guru depart from this planet, we should always take shelter of Shiksha Gurudev. Diksha Guru is one, but beauty of Shiksha Gurudev is that is not one. It can be many. Diksha Guru can be only one who gives us mantras. But there are so many Shiksha Gurudevs. Not that one whom I like or like-minded. I'm full of dust. I'm full of dirt, contamination. So I can't judge from my perspective that, oh, because he's very sweet, he don't chastise, so he's my Shiksha Guru. And he's very rough, he's harsh, he chastises, it correct? Irrespective, sannyasi, vanprasth, grast or brahmachari. Yeah? Oh, he can't be my Shiksha Guru because he's very hard. He's very harsh on devotees. That's not the judgment, and we are no one to judge. They are one to judge us because they are authorities. We can't judge them. So Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru, from the Shastra perspective, Diksha Guru te jani Krishna Sarup, Antaryami Bhakta Shresh Ai Dui Roop. There's no difference. Okay? One is the Surup of Krishna and one is the qualities, a form of Krishna. Yes, thank you. So we decided to stay back, and this was year 2005. My Guru Maharaj already left this world in 1999. So we stayed back and we discussed with Gurudev Sevaks that, we'd want to do something special on this day to seek blessings of Gurudev. So when I say Gurudev, that means Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And when I say Guru Maharaj, that means Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Right? So that no confusion. So we discussed, and it was Madhav Maharaj, then he told us, okay, you prepare feast, some kind of prasadam, and we all going to do arti to Srila Gurudev. So we called some of our godbrothers in Delhi. Please come over, and we're going to celebrate Srila Gurudev's appearance day here under guidance of Srila Gurudev. And they were like, no, it's our Guru Maharaj, we should go to our temple in Vrindavan, this and that. And there was a discussion. Then we told our godbrothers, what is more important? Tell me. One who is similar, equal to Guru Maharaj, to whom Guru Maharaj was so proud of. Guru Maharaj was so proud of Srila Gurudev because of his Sampradaya Seva. Understand? Sampradaya Seva means the Seva which is eternal, not temporary, and Sampradayic Seva. And that is book publication. My Guru Maharaj was so fond of and proud of Srila Gurudev's services towards his Sampradaya, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, fulfilling the inner heart desire of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Understand? So they got convinced, they came over, and Gurudev was not aware what's going to happen. We arranged arati, feet washing, all, many preps, 20, 30 preps. So we asked him, Gurudev, can you please come out for a few minutes? He said, no, I'm writing. And I need rest here, right? Doctors told me to rest. But we said, Gurudev, just for a few minutes. There's someone outside to meet you. Then he came and he saw decoration, flowers, arati, paraphernalia, bhoga, everything was there. So what's happening? Then Shri Madhav Maharaj, he took Gurudev and made him forcefully sit on the seat. Sit down here. He said, can anyone tell what's happening here? Then the host where we were staying, they said, today my name was Krishna Kripa and my godbrother Madhav Priya Prabhu. Today Krishna Kripa, Madhav Priya Prabhu, Guru Maharaj birthday, happiness day. Gurudev said, oh, then what are you doing here? You are supposed to go to Vrindavan, isn't it? Gopinath Gaudiya Math? To observe this. We said, no, Gurudev. We rather want to stay here because whatever we're going to offer you is going to go to Guru Maharaj. We are doubtful if we go and offer something there and he will accept or not. But if we offer everything and anything to you, it's definitely going to Guru Maharaj. So we want to do a little worship. And you know what he said? Even though he's Shiksha Guru, but he's teaching us and everyone with his own example. This is the role of Acharya. They teach with their own example. He said, no. I cannot accept the worship of my Shiksha Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. I am his disciple. I am a Shiksha disciple. I am not qualified to receive his worships. So, I am going away. He said, no, Gurudev, please. You see, so much arrangement is done and you are not different from him. He said, you are right from your perspective and I am right from my perspective. He established one Siddhanta there. You are right from your perspective. You have to understand from my perspective. I am his disciple, just like his disciple. So I can't partake his worship. Then how to resolve this? We asked him, how to resolve this? He said, bring any picture of Puri Maharaj. And there's no picture in that house because they were disciple of Gurudev. Then Mataji there, she looked around. She said, wait a minute, let me check my library. And she got this magazine, Harmonist, and there was Guru Maharaj picture in that. Guru Maharaj article and picture. She said, I have picture. So Gurudev said, give me this picture. And he kept on his lap the picture. He said, now, whatever you want to do, you just do. Because I will not be at fault now. Otherwise, I cannot do this. So Guru Maharaj, he took Guru Maharaj's picture on his lap. We did arati. We did offering. Yeah. We offered flowers in his hands and he offered flowers to Guru Maharaj lotus feet. And it's in this way the worship was done. Yeah. Then he himself, he chanted mantras on the offerings. I don't know which mantra he chanted. And he offered to Guru Maharaj for a minute. And then he kept that magazine. He said, everything has been offered. Now this is prasad of Puri Goswami Maharaj. Such a great Siddhanta. That's why Shiksha Guru. Just like Guru Devi, he gave insight of the conversation of a great scholar who came to Rupa Goswami and want to correct his writing. When he was writing Shri Bhakti Rasama Sindhu, and Jiva Goswami was fanning him. You know? And he asked, what are you writing? And Shri Rupa Goswami Pad was writing the Bhakti Rasama Sindhu. Oh, what is the Mangala Charan? Bhukti Mukti Spriha Yavat Pishachi Hidi Vartate. And he got surprised. What are you doing? You compared Mukti, which is desirable, adorable for many yogis. You compared that Mukti to a demon, a witch. I need to correct this. I want to correct this. Rupa Goswami being so humble because he's playing the role of an acharya, of one acharya. So he said, yes, I'll be so glad if you do some correction and editing. But Jiva Goswami can't tolerate this. He can't tolerate this. And he went to the bank of Jamuna and have debate with him. What fault you find in the books of my Guru Maharaj? He said he compared Mukti to be a witch. So Jiva Goswami Pad said no. He said Bhukti Mukti Spriha Yavar. The desire of Mukti is compared to a witch. Not Mukti is witch. Mukti is demon. No one can say this. There are 5 kinds of Muktis. What are 5 kinds?
Samiksha, Saropya, Salokya, Shashti.
Yes. Salokya, Sarupe, Sayujje. Sorry. The verse goes. Salokya, Shashti, Samipya, Sarupe, Ekapayut. Demanana Grananti Vina Mat Sevanam Jana. 5 kinds of liberations. The verse is Sayujje, to get merged in personal Brahma. Devotees, they don't want mukti, but sometimes to please the Lord, they do accept mukti, liberations. Understand? But no one wants Sayujje, to get merged into Brahma, the effulgence of the Lord. But is that true? We need mukti or not?
Yes.
Yes? Which mukti we want?
Mukti.
What kind of mukti you desire?
Mukti that's going to free me from all the entanglements of this material world.
But then this is again Anya Bilash.
Mukti that's going to, free me from all the entanglements of this material world. And that's going to allow me to render pure devotion, pure bhakti.
Just to establish this one statement and this Siddhanta, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he displayed a beautiful pastime as mentioned in Chaitanya Chaitanya. Yes? Huh?
Bhakti is true mukti.
You're close to the answer. Shri Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, so renowned scholar in all throughout the country. No one can be like him. Incomparable, unparalleled. He saw Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, and is dancing in ecstasy, being so emotional, weeping and crying, sometimes laughing. So don't think crying is emotional, and if someone is laughing, it's not emotional. It's both same. Generally, from material perspective, we see if a person pouring tears, or he's getting emotional, or she's getting emotional. That's from material perspective. Gurudev said once, in that Bhav Rajya, in the realm of Bhav, okay, every emotion is equally important. Whether they are tears or there is smile on the face, they both are transcendental emotions. It's not out of any pain or suffering. This is for devotees. But it's out of transcendental emotions. Tears and smile, they both are same, because this is like an iceberg, Gurudev said. You can only see our appearance of our Vaishnav with exhibition of his emotions, but there will be 3/4 which is going inside. 1/4 you can see, as externally, but 3/4 is internal, and no one can see that. Only one who is going through those emotions, only that person, that Vaishnav can understand what is going on. No one can judge. No one can judge that. So Shri Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya seeing Shri Mahaprabhu weeping and crying and dancing in streets with ordinary people, and without even considering who's Brahmin, who's not Brahmin, who's qualified and who's not qualified. Mahaprabhu singing and dancing, chanting Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya saw, who is this Nutan sannyasi? Means a new sannyasi who came to Nilachal, very young. And he's so emotional, singing and dancing. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was acknowledging him, but not speaking anything. But as we heard yesterday, Mahaprabhu in Gambhira, with Sarup Damodar and Ramanand Rai, relishing and tasting those spiritual emotions, the transcendental emotions. And sometimes he's just running out. Even the doors are locked. Kabu Singh Dwara Pade, Kabu Sindhu Tire. Sometimes diving into the ocean. Many times just outside the lion gate of Lord Jagannath, Singh Dwar. And even the doors are locked. But still Mahaprabhu is running away from Gambhira. And one time he just entered inside the altar, the chamber of Lord Jagannath. Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna. And he fell unconscious there, all night unconscious there, in the mood of Radharani. Mahaprabhu being Krishna, but with the mood of Radharani, and seeing Jagannath as Krishna. Vigrah nahi tumi sakshat Brajendra Nandan. Oh, you're not different, Krishna, you're Krishna. So Mahaprabhu all night just lying there. In the morning, as usual, Mangalarti of Lord Jagannath, the pujaris, they open the door and they saw someone is there inside. How come he's inside? The doors were locked. Maybe he's a thief. And it happened so that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was also present there for Mangalarti. So they took a stick and they want to beat Sri Mahaprabhu. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya saw, no, wait a minute. Because he's very scholarly, he saw all sattvic bhavs, sattvic bhavs, 8 sattvic means 8 ecstasies manifesting same time. You understand? To a sadhakas who are on the stage of bhav, maximum 2 or 3, crying, weeping, laughing, or rolling on the ground. There are 8, right? The last one is murcha, faint. unconscious. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya saw, what is this? All 8 ecstasies at the same time reflecting on this person. Who is he? So don't beat him. Bring him to my home. Those Pandas, they brought Sri Mahaprabhu in the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And after a while, Mahaprabhu, when he regained his consciousness, is calling out Krishna, 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 Krishna. And he don't know where he is. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya starts speaking to him. Who are you? And Mahaprabhu told his name. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya. From where you got sannyas? The Kesha Bharati. Hearing this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, oh, very high class sannyasi, but you're very young. And ask about his family lineage and all that. So when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya heard his grandson of Nilambar Chakravarti, he was amazed. Oh, you're high class Brahmin too. Because your father, Jagannath Mishra, was my friend. Because Jagannath Mishra already left this world. It's my friend. But why you are so emotional? Singing and dancing, this is not for sannyasis. Sannyasis should sit and in a very grave mood should read Vedas, Vedanta. I don't see you read Vedas. You're just very emotional. You want to hear Vedanta? Mahaprabhu nodded yes. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya spoke Vedanta for how many days?
7.
7 days. Non-stop Vedanta with his commentaries. And after 7th day, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked Mahaprabhu, you got my point? Because I'm not seeing any reflection. You're not even saying yes, not no, not even crying, not weeping, nothing. Are you getting? Mahaprabhu said yes. So what is your conclusion? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked. Mahaprabhu said, when you uttering the sutras, the Brahma Sutras, that uttering of Brahma Sutras according to the meter, that's fine. But when you're giving commentaries on those, it is just like sun is covered with clouds. You covering the sun with clouds. Your commentary has so many contaminations. It's not bona fide. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya felt so bad. Hurt hearing this. How dare you can say this? I'm Sarvabhauma, don't you know? No one has ever spoke this word to me in past. How can you say this? And what is wrong in my commentaries? Shri Mahaprabhu said, Atma Ramanasya Munyo Nirganthi api ukrame Kurventu ehetu ki bhaktim Itham bhutho gunohari. Even those Atmarams means self-satisfied. Atmaram and Atmakams. All those munis, they all get attracted Itham bhutho gunohari by hearing the qualities of Krishna. And Mahaprabhu gave how many explanations?
64. 15.
32?
You're throwing out numbers in the lottery. 32.
At least
Oh, there's-
30.
He gave that-
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gave 9 and Mahaprabhu gave 64, right?
Yes.
64
Oh, by your first guess, right?
commentaries on this one verse. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya amazed. What is this? What is this? Who are you? And Mahaprabhu just left. He got set back. Someone like a young sannyasi can teach me. I'm Sarvabhauma. Then Mahaprabhu showed him his 6-arm form,
Haribo.
Shadbhuj form,
Mm.
2 arms with bow and arrow.
Mm.
I was Ram.
Mm.
Another 2 pair of arms, flute.
Krishna.
I'm Krishna. And in this incarnation, I'm Chan avatar, hidden avatar,
Mm.
secret.
Mm.
Sannyas, Dand and Kamandal. What?
Mm.
Shadbhuj. And Sarvam Bhattacharya, oh my Lord, you are Bhagwan. And he paid obeisances to him. Mahaprabhu said, don't ever you say this to anyone. It's a secret. And next morning, Mahaprabhu, he went to Mangalarati of Lord Jagannath and got some prasadam. And he came immediately in the house of Sarvam Bhattacharya,
Mm.
where he was just got up from his
Yes.
sleep and was sitting on his bed.
Mm.
Mahaprabhu offered him Mahaprasad. And without any single thought, Shri Sarvam Bhattacharya immediately took that prasad.
Haribo.
And Mahaprabhu said, today I have conquered the 3 worlds.
Mm.
I have conquered the world. Because many people, they don't brush, they don't rinse their mouth, and they take Mahaprasad. That's not the gravity of it. But a personality like Sarvam,
Mm.
who don't even eat or drink prior to completing his rituals,
Right.
and is giving so much regard and honor to Mahaprasad,
Mm.
that means he's totally changed.
Mm.
At that moment, Sarvam Bhattacharya said, Tatyanukampa susmikshamano bunjan evatma kritam vipaga. No.
No.
No. What is that verse? Mukti pade sadaiva.
Yeah, that's the verse.
Bhakti
Yeah.
Yeah. Tatyanukampa susmikshamano bunjan evatma kritam vipaga. Yede vak vibhubi ridan namaste jive yo bhakti pade sadaiva.
Change the.
But he changed it.
What is the meaning, Prabhu?
That those who suffer go on, despite suffering their reactions of past activities, whatever their karma, their suffering they're experiencing, go on rendering service and taking shelter of Krishna. Their liberation is already
They're qualified
yeah,
to attain that. Bhakti pade sadaiva. Mahaprabhu said, wait a minute.
Mm.
What are you saying? This is verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, the prayers of Brahma.
Mm.
Yeah. In that, the verse Bhakti is not written. It's Mukti.
mukti pade.
Why are you changing this? Sarvam Bhattacharya said, I was considering Mukti to be superior than anything else, but now with your association, oh my Lord, even this word is not even uttering. Even this word means Mukti is not even coming on my mouth.
Mm.
And Mahaprabhu corrected him. Sarvam, you're not understanding the meaning of Mukti. Mukti is not just impersonal Brahm. Sayujya, to merge into impersonal Brahm. Mukti from according to Srimad Bhagavatam means Muktir hitva annetha swa sarupena avasthiti. To get established in one's spiritual form favorable to serve Radha Govinda
Mm.
is actually Mukti.
So this is the mukti.
This is
The mukti we want.
The Mukti we want.
Yes.
This Mukti we want.
Thank you, Maharaj.
This evidence, and Mahaprabhu gave this evidence to Sarvam Bhattacharya.
Mm.
So if anyone asks, do you want Mukti, then I have to ask, which kind of Mukti you are referring to? Of course, I don't want any of these 5 Muktis.
Mm.
Even Krishna said, Diyamana grananti vinavat sevanam jana. Even if I want to assign these 5 liberations, my devotees never want from me.
Mm.
But we really want Mukti, the real Mukti. Here, the organic Mukti. Mukti hitva annetha swa, to get established in one's spiritual form. Understand?
Pesticide free.
Yeah.
Organic.
No contamination.
Pure.
Pure Mukti. You know? So this is what Shri Jiva Goswami Pad, he told that Rupa Goswami, my Guru Maharaj, is referring the desire of attaining mukti to be a witch, not mukti. You know? And that scholar, he came back to Rupa Goswami and he said, I'm so sorry. I wanted to correct in your writings. But anyway, who's that boy who was fanning you? Rupa Goswami said, he's my disciple, Jiva. He's very scholarly. And then he understood, Rupa Goswami understood that Jiva must have interpreted and has defeated in argument. Defeated him in argument. And when Jiva Goswami came there, Rupa Goswami told, go away. Uttar Disha, east direction, go there. Why am speaking this pastime? Because the insight of Shri Gurudev in this pastime. Because many people, even scholars in Vrindavan, in Braj Mandal, they take this example as it is. No, not everything is as it is. Of course, Bhagavad Gita should be as it is. But not everything should be as it is. They say that Rupa Goswami rejected Jiva Goswami because of this offense. But this is not rejection. Gurudev said no. This is the glories of Srila Gurudev. He said this is not a rejection. Because after Rupa Goswami told Jiva Goswami to go away, he took shelter of a cave, the cave of a crocodile. In Brajmanda Parikrama we do go that place. Now cave is closed. The spot where Jiva Goswami, he entered in that cave without eating and drinking anything. And he wrote Shat Sandarbhas. I'm seeing this, Bhakti Sandarbha, Priti Sandarbhas. He wrote Shat Sandarbhas in that cave without eating anything.
Wow. Okay.
If the rejection is there by Guru, how can a disciple can write Sandarbhas? Such a great work by Jiva Goswami, with the foundation of the all Gaudiya philosophy in the Sandarbhas. And Gurudev told, if you want to go into the philosophical aspect of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, must read Sandarbhas. Must read Sandarbhas by Jiva Goswami. So Gurudev said, that was not a rejection. In separation from his Guru Maharaj, Shri Jiva Goswami, in separation from Rupa Goswami, he wrote Sandarbhas. So that it appears like externally is a rejection. But rejection has to be from the heart, not from external vision. That's not called external.
Jiva was able to, rather than become angry or upset and sulky, he understood the inner heart's desire of Rupa Goswami.
This is called tadatme. This is called oneness of the mood. When we were serving, there were many stories. If I speak those stories, devotees might think I'm just showing off that I was very close to him. But that's not the fact.
We want
The
to hear all
closeness
we want to
is
hear all the
not-
stories, Maharaj.
We want to hear that.
Then I have to stay 1 week here.
Yes,
Please
no
do.
problem.
Tomorrow is my flight.
Shravan won't be very happy if we keep you here.
No one will be happy.
No one will be happy. We'll be happy.
So the close proximity with Srila Gurudev is not everything. There has to be tadatme with the heart, the oneness of the heart. Understand? And that how the oneness comes. What is that which connect to oneness of the heart with Shri Guru? Is service, seva. Nothing else. What is the legacy of Shri Gurudev? His temples? His properties? No, these are external. The internal, the mood of Shri Guru, his dedication for his Guru Vargas, his Acharyas, what actually he want to give us, and he want us to hold that legacy. Yeah. You want to hear about this?
Yes.
Yes.
So, just on this point of legacy,
Mm.
the inheritance of legacy. So it's not related to Shri Gurudev in one sense, but of course, try to understand this. Very, very important to understand how Shri Guru and all of our acharyas, they want us to inherit their legacy. You all have heard of a great acharya, Shri Yamunacharya, Gurudev of Shri Ramanujacharya. When he was not even born, his parents came to Mathura. They took bath in Jamuna, and when they went back from South India, then the mother, she delivered a boy, beautiful, very handsome, very scholarly boy. And because they just came from Jamuna, from Mathura, they named him Jamuna. Understand? Focus on this story. This is eye-opening for many of us, including me. Okay? His grandfather was a pure devotee, and his name was Nath Muni.
Narad Muni.
Nath Muni,
Not Muni. Okay.
not Narad Muni. Nath Muni. Pure devotee of Lord and very scholar in nature. And Yamunacharya, grandson. Grandson. The king of the territory, he was living a very opulent, comfortable life, but he has a very, very contrary nature. He used to hear debates on Shastras in his palace and inviting scholars from different villages to come and debate with his personal secretary, his personal scholar, whose name was Vidyujat Kolahal. This is a Sanskrit term which means disturbance amongst the scholarly persons. This is the meaning of his name.
Rabble rouser.
Huh?
Rabble rouser.
That I don't know what he's saying.
Troublemaker.
Vidyujat-
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, yes. Not
Stirs up
troubleshooter.
trouble.
Troublemaker, right. Vidyujat Kolahal. Getting my point?
Yes.
He stirs up controversy.
Yes.
Probably did that.
So, king forcefully inviting scholars from all villages to come and have debate with him. And because he was very very scholarly person, he was defeating everyone. Now those who are getting defeated by him, they have to pay yearly tax to the king. Yearly tax. And it happens so that Nath Muni also got defeated by him. And he was not paying any tax because he was very poor. And king, after some 2 or 3 years of not receiving tax, he sent his soldiers to arrest him. When the soldiers came to arrest him, the young boy, almost age of Anurag, he stood forward, he said, "You can't arrest my grandfather." Say, why? Because the soldier said, because he is not paying tax. And the grandson, Yamunacharya, said, but why? He has to pay tax. Then he came to know the whole story. So Yamunacharya said, go and inform your king. I'm ready to debate with your priest. They all start laughing. Huh, you young boy, you don't know much. Go and tell him, I want to debate on the Shastras. They came running to the king and they said, there's a small young boy and he's not allowing his grandfather to get arrested and he wants to have debate in the palace, in the court. King said, well, if he wants, let him come. I'm very fond of hearing these debates, controversies. Not controversies, but debates. So when the soldiers came to him, he said, I'm not going to go like this. What do you think I am? Being a palanquin. Because I'm a great scholar. I don't know how to walk. Being a palanquin. It is so demanding. Right? Then the king said, okay, as you wish. You take a palanquin. Then he said, I'm not going to go like this. I want some music. So play some drums, kartals. And in this way, the soldiers were carrying him on the palanquin, and he was crossing all the villages. And those scholars who got defeated in all the villages, they're giving blessings to this boy. You please go and relieve us from this paying tax every year because we are very poor. He received blessings from everyone. Nath Muni, the grandfather, wanted his grandson, to become a pure devotee of the Lord. And therefore he was teaching him shlokas every day. And giving lectures every day. Making him writing notes every day. And wanted to see him a pure devotee of the Lord. But there was a big change and turn in this episode. When this boy was coming on a palanquin, the king and queen with their lens, they're watching this. Who is this? The king said, a mouse is coming on the mouth of a cat. But the queen said, maybe he's a lion who's going to eat your cat. So let's have a bet here. Queen said, if you win, means your scholar, your priest win over, I give you promise. I'm going to become a maid servant of your maids. I'm not going to accept any service from your maids. I'm going to serve your maid servants. King said, are you serious? She said, yes. King said, okay, then I also give you a bet. If you win, it means if the boy wins, I'll give my half kingdom to him. Half kingdom I'm going to give to him. Then this scholar, he came. The boy came in the palace. He stepped down from the palanquin and everyone saw him. He said, oh, young boy, just a tiny, 10, 11 years old. How he's going to defeat? He said, boy, last chance. You want to go back? He said, no. I'm here to defeat. And he told king, I'm going to defeat your priest. And if I win, you have to give me a promise. You have to relieve all these scholars, these Brahmins, from paying tax. King said, there's something more I can give you. But let's first start, because I know you're going to get defeated here. So then they are on one. The scholar of the king with the Jankola the what do you call it? Troublemaker. He said, he uttered one verse. Give me explanation of this verse. The boy started laughing. He wanted to make him angry. He started laughing. What foolish person you are. I thought you were very intellectual. But you are so stupid. Because we are not here to have a dictionary word and meaning. We are here to discuss, on some point. And you asking me the meaning of this word, meaning of this phrase, this is nonsense. I'll give you one more chance. You can ask any other thing. The scholar again raised one point. Okay, give me the meaning of this verse. He said, again you are foolish. Intentionally making him angry because he want the ball to come in his court. The scholar said, so you think you are more intellectual than me, then you ask question and I'm going to answer. This is what the boy wanted. He was very smart. This is what he wanted. Boy said, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and you have to refute these 3 questions. My one question is, your mother is a barren lady. You have to prove this. You have to prove your mother is a barren lady.
Unable to give birth.
Not your mother. The king's mother is a barren lady.
Oh, wow. Even more.
And he was thinking, I'm going to prove that. Even if I'm going to prove this,
It's insult.
the king going to kill me. The second question, your wife, king's wife, queen, unchaste woman.
Oh my God.
You have to prove this. And my third question is to you, your king is a sinful person. Prove this. Let's have discussion on this. He starts scratching his head. I can't prove this. And even if I prove this, the king going to kill me. How can I prove king is sinful and the queen is unchaste and
His
mother is barren lady? He said, I can't. The boy said, no, the scholar said to the boy, so you can prove this? He said, yes. But if I'm going to prove this, you have to accept your defeat. And that was a time when everyone, their heartbeat was going so high. All the scholars were saying, Yamuna, the best moment. Please defeat him. Please defeat him. Please defeat him. So Yamunachari, he said, listen, your king is sinful person. You know how to prove this? This is Kali Yuga. Isn't it mentioned in the scriptures that in Kali Yuga, everyone, they commit sins with body, mind and words. Intentionally or unintentionally, it just happens. He said yes. And 1/6 portion of the sins of the subjects goes to the king.
So that's.
Isn't it in the Shastras? He said yes. So how your king can be pure and pious? He's sinful. The scholar said, you're right. Second question. The queen is unchaste. This is mentioned in Manu Samhita. You know Manu Samhita? Written by Swayambhu Manu. We are descendants of not monkeys. Our forefather is not monkeys. Swayambhu Manu. In Manu Samhita is written, when the king and queen sit for wedding in a fire sacrifice, then the deity of 10 directions, they also come and sit with the king. So that means the queen married to 11 person, not just one. You know, every direction. So don't think the directions are not watching you. Directions have a deity. North, south, east, west, all these 10 directions. They have a personification of those directions. They come sit with the king. When the king, not everyone, but the king. When the king getting married to a woman, to a lady, then the direction, the 10, what is that?
10 directions.
10 directions also come as. Yes. So that means queen had 11 husbands. How she can be chaste then? Isn't this mentioned in the Shastras? He said yes. The third point. How the mother of the king is a barren lady. How to prove that? Everyone was just watching him, watching him, watching him. And he said, listen, this is mentioned in Manu Samhita. If a mother has only one child, she is considered to be a barren lady. Yes, it says Manu Samhita. I'm not saying this. Please don't take my offense. Isn't it mentioned in Manu Samhita? He said yes. So that means your king, his mother is a barren lady. Because she has only one child. And therefore,
checkmate.
And therefore, we defeated. And all scholars start clapping for
Sadhu, sadhu.
This is not the essence. This is not the essence. Come to the essence. The queen said to king, now you have to fulfill the promise. Give your half kingdom to this boy. And king declared, he is going to be the king of my half territory. Yamunachari, getting so much opulence and comforts and luxuries, he became a materialistic boy. Keep on enjoying. And not only that, he wanted to conquer other territories, attacking on them. And he was increasing his territory, his kingdom, more and more. When he became teenager and like above 25, he became an emperor. Means more materialistic. And then his grandfather, Nath Muni, he was shedding tears every day. I was expecting my grandchild to become a pure devotee of Lord. And how he turned to a materialistic person. He was like crying so much day and night. Oh Lord, why this happened? Because even if a person is millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, there cannot be any more big wealth than what? Prem dhan vina daridra jivan das kori vetan mor deha prem dhan. The greatest wealth which sadhus have is the prem of the Lord. When chanting, remembering, crying and weeping, that treasure, that wealth is not easy to attain. You can't buy this. You can't purchase this, that prema. So that sadhu doesn't mean sannyasis. It applies to all varnashrams. To get so much attached, to get so much into love with the Lord, nothing can be compared to that prema. Nothing can be compared. We are servant of our mind. Even though we claim we are the owner of this body, but actually we are servants of this body. Yes, I'm servant of my own mind. Wherever my mind wants to take me, I'm just going, following. But sadhu is not following the urge of mind. The mind is following them. Understand? So Nath Muni was crying and weeping. He became old. And one day, one of his disciples, his student, said, Gurudev, why I see you all the time so disappointed and crying and weeping? He said, because I was expecting my grandson, Yamuna, to become a pure devotee of the Lord. But he turned to a materialistic person. Just enjoying. Nothing else. And I can't bring him back from this state. His student said, Gurudev, you trust me, I can bring him back. Nath Muni said, no one can bring him back. He's gone into too much deep into this material enjoyments, luxuries. He can't come back. He said, please allow me to try at least once. And he took his blessings. His student came to Yamunacharya, and Yamunacharya didn't want him to see anyone because, of course, he's a king. The soldier said, no, our king don't meet anyone like this. We need appointment. So by every day, this teacher was requesting the guards, can you please let me in? I want to speak to the king. Can you please let me? And they all were denying. He thought for a plan. He took some herbs which are like spinach, and he gave to the guards. He said, okay, don't allow me, but at least give this in the kitchen. This special spinach is so delicious, and it increases one's lifespan and good health and far vision, and very delicious. Please give this in the kitchen. Nothing. I don't want anything else. I just wanted to serve you, king. So the spinach went to the kitchen. The cook cooked that. When the king took that, oh, so delicious. I never had this kind of spinach in my life. Very nice. So every day he was bringing, every day giving to the gate, every day. But one day he stopped. That was a trick. And when the king saw in his plate there is no spinach, he said, "Where is the spinach?" He said, "Sir, someone was bringing every day, but he forgot or he's not there." "No, I want this. I want this. Get him. Find him." Then they all in search of, and finally they found him and they said, "King is asking for you."
Yeah.
When he came to the king, Yamunacharya, he said, "Actually, this was my trick to come close to you." He said, "Why this trick?" He said, "Because you remember your grandfather, Nath Muni, you remember?" He said, "No, I don't remember." "Your grandfather has so much wealth, legacy for you. And he sent me here to hand over this legacy to you. Do you want that?" He said, "Of course, because he is always want gold, 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 gold. And he don't want to lose this." He said, "Yes, I definitely want this. It's one condition. It is in the forest, hidden somewhere in the forest, and I know the direction. My condition is we're going to go in the chariot, only you and me, no one else. No driver, no guards, no one else. That's only my condition." He said, "Okay." So without informing anyone, Yamunacharya on the chariot with his teacher, they were on this route to the forest where this legacy was being hidden. And on the way, this is a very important point here. On the way, the teacher, he was reciting the same verses which his grandfather was teaching him to make him memorize or to remember that what he was learning
when he was a boy.
when he was a boy. And when he heard those verses, some flashbacks, and immediately tears came in his eyes. Immediately tears came in his eyes. I remember now. I was learning those verses. Yes, my grandfather, he was holding my hands. He was teaching me how to worship. He was teaching me how to learn verses. All flashbacks. Finally, they came to one place, one spot. Yeah? And there, the teacher told, there was a one, like a ruin kind of monument. Go inside. The wealth is right inside there. That's the wealth which your grandfather wanted to give you. And he went inside. He saw big, huge Vishnu deity, which is now present in Srirangam in South India. Sri Ranganath Swami. This deity. Huge Vishnu deity. And when Yamunacharya saw, that king saw this, just tears and tears in his eyes. His heart melted to hear those verses and all those flashbacks. And when he saw that beautiful Vishnu deity, he got totally transformed. And he was thinking, what I have become? I wanted to become a devotee of the Lord. And I become a materialistic person. This is my life. What I'm going to gain with this? Just more and more wealth, more and more luxuries, more and more comforts. How much more I'm going to enjoy in my life? Because one day I'm going to die. But this is my only wealth. Oh my Lord, you are only my wealth. He got totally changed. This is a legacy. You know? And this is a legacy for all of us. Only Shri Mahaprabhu, Nityam Prabhu, Shri Radha Krishna, this is our legacy. And Gurudev gave this legacy. You know, how? How he gave? By his lectures, by his instructions, by corrections, by chastisements, by his love with his affections. Somehow, hook or crook. So going to the flashbacks. of what He wanted to give to us and what I have become today. I'm bereft of that legacy of Shri Gurudev. I became a materialistic person. So when Jamunacharya received this, he became renounced. He didn't went to his kingdom. He didn't want to become king anymore. He became renounced, a renunciate. And thereafter, he became Acharya, Yamunacharya. He became Acharya. And many other stories. But when he came back to see his grandfather, he already left this world. And now he's weeping and crying. You are not just my grandfather, you are my spiritual master. And this is what you wanted me from childhood. And this is what I became. But now, all glories to you, Shri Gurudev. You wanted us to become a maid servant of Radharani. You wanted us to become the servants of the Goswamis, the Acharyas. Follow their standards. But what I have become? I became a materialistic person. I am unable to hold that legacy which you wanted to give. So I am bereft of your compassion, I am bereft of your mercy. Vanchitosmi, vanchitosmi, vanchitosmi na sanchaya. Shri Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur writing, I am bereft, I am bereft, I am bereft. When Mahaprabhu was giving this prema to everyone, I was just watching and enjoying. And I'm bereft of thinking this life is my last life, whereas this is not. I'm thinking this possessions is my everything, which is not. Is going to finish in 1 second. Whatever I'm holding today. And Gurudev was constantly, no matter which country, town or city or village, in spite of speaking such high Harikatha, Gurudev was always making us aware of this fact and this ultimate truth, which is bitter. That Baba, one day all these possessions which you're holding today is going to be zero. Even your body is not going to be your body one day. And what you're donating? At one point, one time Gurudev told one devotee, what you're donating? You think you're donating a lot to me compared to what I'm donating to you. From Srimad Bhagavatam, from the words of the gopis, Bhuri da jana, tav kathamritam, tapta jivanam. I'm giving the best donation to you. And no one can give this. None of your relatives can or friends can give you this. One day you will realize this. I'm your best forever well-wisher. Your ever well-wisher. Because I'm giving you the best of all donation. And that is not dollars. I'm giving you Krishna. And inspiring you to move forward for Krishna. And I'm pulling you back from your materialistic lifestyle and pushing you towards Krishna. So when you're pulling you back from the materialistic lifestyle, there's a pain. You feel like cursing me. You feel I don't want to see me because you're feeling pain and discomfort in that. But what can I do? I'm your real parent. And parents always have love and affection for the children. No matter if they want to play with a knife or scissors, a young one, but they're going to pull back from the children. But I'm pushing you forward to not to become a materialistic person, but I want to see you one day as a pure devotee of the Lord. That's the highest career, the highest degree, not only in material world, but in all spiritual world. The highest degree is what? To become a devotee. Das anudas. Become servants of the Lord. There's nothing can be compared to this. So don't hold your possessions thinking you are holding this and you are the owner of this. It is given to you for some purpose. Use this for that purpose. And that purpose is Krishna Seva. And if you're not using this for Krishna Seva, this purpose is going to get defeated there. And you may be having then other purposes overpowering you. This is how the Maya, external energy, acting on you and that covering you from all over. So break this. Like a balloon, you have a pin and just spin it. And boom. Pop up this balloon of your ignorance. Within 1 second, everything will be gone. 1 second only. 1 moment. You know?
That's true. 100%.
We hear many examples, we see, and we just feel sorry for them. Why sorry for them? I have to feel sorry for myself. Because this can happen to me. Someone is dying, building collapsing on him. Finish in 1 second. Was eating prasadam. He came to supervise his construction and the whole building collapsed on him. He didn't knew while he was eating prasadam that next minute is going to happen to me. That's it. Before that, everything was mine. After that, nothing is mine.
I was in South Africa.
Yeah. And this is not just one, there are many examples like this. This is the bitter truth. And Gurudev was giving this insight. And not only Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada too was giving this all the time, this injections. But my problem, I'm not taking this seriously. My problem is, I'm not taking this seriously. But those who are taking this seriously, I bow my head down. I pay obeisances to all of you who are taking your life so seriously. But one thing I want from all of devotees, you are senior disciples of Prabhupada, you serve Prabhupada and Gurudev so much. And even now you are continuing serving him in some way or the other. You know, I'm feeling I'm a beggar. I thought I attained something, but I'm very zero. I'm just zero in this. I really want to understand this fact. We know this, I know this, but I don't believe this. But this can happen one day. So we have to work hard. I have to work hard on myself. We have to work hard on ourselves to hold this legacy of Gurudev. What he wanted us to become. Just like example, a true example is not just a story from a comic. A true example of Sri Ramanacharya, how his grandfather wanted him to become a pure devotee of Lord, and how he became just with that one fraction of that, relishing that enjoyment, he got into that enjoyment. That's it. Finish.
Maharaj, what was his relationship with Ramanuja? I think you said in the beginning he had
Now the Ramanacharya story comes after this. Once when he became an Acharya, then he had many disciples, thousands of disciples all over South India.
Yamunacharya.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then comes in the story, Sri Ramanujacharya. Sri Ramanacharya wanted Ramanacharya to become his successor.
Oh, so Ramanujacharya is the successor of Yamunacharya.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So Yamunacharya is guru of Ramanujacharya.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Sri Ramanacharya wanted Ramanacharya to become his successor. And that's also a big story,
Right.
long
Yeah.
story. But when Ramanacharya came to his Gurudev Yamunacharya, he already left his world
Mm.
and his fingers were closed.
Right.
You know that
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
So Gurudev also used to tell the stories.
Yeah.
You know. Gaur Premanande. Shri Gurudev ki jai. This is the legacy of Shri Gurudev, and this is the definition of the word mukti. These 2 points we heard. Mukti means
Moksha.
Bhakti.
no,
Swarup.
we don't want moksha.
Nibbana yatha rupam swarupena vyavastiti.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, to establish his one spiritual form, conducive, favorable to serve Shri Radha Govinda.
Does anyone have any questions?
Govind has a question.
Raj, so you mentioned about Swarup Siddhi.
More loudly, please. For the back.
So, but in they say Jivan Mukt, so Uchate, etc. They say, but here what we are trying to do is play acting, more or less.
Huh?
We are trying to. We are
Become
trying
liberated.
Yeah, we're trying. So we are not exactly in spiritual world now, but this is also in a way replica. We are play acting, right? So is this the concept of Jivan Mukt?
No, we are not devotees. We are striving to become devotees. But even then, we are called as devotees. Just like a student of first grade is a student, and student in uni is also a student. But their gradations are different. So because we are in the process of bhakti, we are termed as devotees, whereas actually we are not devotees yet. So we are in the process, but in a very, very insignificant level to reach to that higher level, that domain. So we can't be called Jivan Mukta here. Jivan Mukta means those who already completed their sadhan, but they're still present and they're muktas, they're liberated. But they're still present in this world. They're Jivan Muktas. But that is not even enough. To reach to the spiritual world, which is beyond Vaikuntha, in that universe where Krishna has descended with all his associates, one gets birth there. And there, under guidance of Lalita and Vishaka, the Sakhis, one gets training. And with that training, one goes with Krishna to Golok Vrindavan. So there's always a stopover. There's no direct flight. There's a layover in that universe where Krishna has descended with all his associates. And there, one takes birth from the womb of a gopi, and under guidance of Lalita and Vishaka, they are the teachers. They give permission. As Srila Bhakti Thakur writing in the songbook, I'm sitting, and Lalita Sakhi came to me and said, "What are you doing here? Divine couple is sitting there. Go and serve them." So that is permission granted. So then sadhaka goes there and directly serve Radha and Krishna without any mistakes. There is no mistakes there. And that's why perfection is required. They can't tolerate any mistakes, and there are no mistakes there. And we, in our archan, in our practices, we always do mistakes. So how is possible? So that's why in English we say, first deserve them,
Desire.
right?
Then how to not be hopeless? Because it seems like sitting in a wheelchair trying to get to the Olympics, like impossible.
First deserve, then desire. But Srila Gurudev's speciality is, he told reverse. First desire and then deserve. First you have to desire, set up your goal.
Yes.
And after setting up your goal, first desiring that I want actually to become the maid servant of Radharani, then start deserving it. Not first deserve, then desire. for desire and then deserve.
It's a very important point, actually, because having that, Gurudev always would tell us, what is your goal?
Yes.
Came up to me randomly once, what is your goal?
Even the small ones.
Yeah,
Gurudev was
everyone. We have to know what our goal is.
There was one boy, very young, 8, 9 years old. I was teaching him shlokas years back. I was like, I'm saying almost 15 years back story. Not 15, 18 years back story. I was teaching him shlokas, many other essays. I was asking him to write this essay on Mahaprabhu, Gurudev and all this. So he was very pakka. And one day in Jagannath Puri, Gurudev was observing this Purushottam Dham Parikrama. So he was with his whole entourage coming there. And now this boy was with me and we were ahead of the party, darshan. We were just coming out from Gambhira and we saw Gurudev and I was so nervous. My God, what is going to say now? That why you not in the Parikrama party? Why you ahead? I was nervous, but luckily he didn't chastise me. But this small young boy was like 8, 9 years old. Gurudev said, what is bhakti? Sorry, Gurudev said, what is Shraddha? He said, hold in hands. Shraddha tanupaya varjanam bhukti mukti chitti visheshaha. Gurudev said, what is bhakti? That was his style. And he said, Anya vilashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavritam anukulena krishnam shilanam bhakti uttama. What is the goal of your life? Radha dasyam. And I can't tell you. Gurudev immediately hugged him. Such young boy, he knows the definition of Shraddha, he knows the definition of Bhakti, and what is the goal of your life. Nothing less than this, Gurudev said. Such a loving embrace. And everyone was behind Gurudev and said Jai, Jai, Jai and started doing kirtan there.
Gurudev wanted us all to know these things. He would say that if you don't know these basic things, then you are not my disciple.
Shraddha tanupaya varjanam bhakti unmukhi chitta vritti vishesha. This is the definition of Shraddha. Shraddha tanupaya varjanam. Giving up and aside all other things. Bhakti unmukhi chitta vritti vishesha. The special tendency of a person towards, with a devotion more towards Krishna, Shraddha.
It's by Rupa Goswami, right?
Bhakti Sam Sindhu.
Right.
So therefore he wanted all the brahmacharis and if householders to get fluent with the verses and the scriptures, the books. So reading is a very good habit, very good practice. Very good practice reading. You just need a little time to develop this, but once you develop that taste, you can't give up. Very good practice. 30 minutes every day reading Gurudev books, one after the other. It's going to take 1 month to develop that practice, that taste, but once you develop, can't leave this.
Especially Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes. Srila Gurudev ki
Ki
jai.
jai.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Quick question. What was the verse that you referred? You mentioned about wealth, the real wealth.